So candidates, welcome back. Today we are looking on logarithms. So our question is from November 2014, paper one. From November 2014, paper one, right? With 3 marks. So we are given that log 81 base x is equals to log 16 base 2. You have to find the value of x for what? For 3 marks, right? So let's dive into what if this is the solution. So for our solution, right? Our question is giving us that the log of what? The log of 81 base x is equals to what? Is equals to the log of what? Of 16 base 2, right? So let's first start by what? By dealing with the what? With the right hand side, right? We're starting with the right hand side because this we can work out this value, and then after that what we'll reverse what the logarithm to find what the value of x, right? So if you are given the argument 16, you need to make sure that 16 is expressed in what? In terms of the base, right? So 16 in terms of 2 is the same as saying what? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, right? 2 times 2 get 4, 4 times 2 get 8, and 8 times 2 get what? To get 16. So this is the same as also saying what? 2 to the power of what? Of 4. So we replace 16 with what? With the 2 to the power of 4. So this now becomes log 2 to the power of 4 base what? Base 2, right? So using the power law we discussed on our first introduction on logarithms, which says the log of what? The log of a to the power of n, you what? You write the exponential part before the logarithm, is the same as saying what? N log a, right? So we're going to apply this power rule on what? On our expression, right? So our power right here is 4 because it's given what? 2 to the power 4. So we place what? The 4 before what? Before the log, so it becomes 4 log 2 2 base what? Base 2, right? But this right here, when you are given the same base and the same what? And the same argument, we said what? This equates to what? To 1. So we are saying what? On the right hand side, 4, we have what? 4, meaning log of what? The log of 81 base x is equals to what? Is equals to 4, right? So now we can actually what? We can actually work this. So we are saying what? We're saying x to the power of 4 is equals to what? Is equals to 81, right? This is derived from what? From our first lesson on what? On when we discussed what is a logarithm. So in logarithms is a way of writing a number in terms of what? In terms of a power. So x to the power of 4 is equals to what? Is equals to 81. So how do we remove what? The power 4, right? We introduce what? This gets rid of what? Of the, oh sorry, and also right here for what? 81, right? So we find out that x is equals to what? Is equals to 3 is what? Is our final solution, right? So the what? The quad of 81, we get 3 because take a look at this: 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. What do we get? 3 times 3, we get 9. 9 times 3, that's 9, 18, 27. 27 times 3, we get what? We get 81. So see you on the next one.